But Sugar Ray Robinson for me was just a pure, beautiful athlete who could fight and box and do the tricks. And he won the middleweight championship 5 times. He was the welterweight champion. He boxed in an era where it was brutal, it was difficult, and he just came out top of the heap. So for me, he was the best. And he came to Scotland to box a guy called Mick Leahy, who was a British middleweight champion, in Glasgow, in Paisley Ice Rink, 5,000 people. That was another venue that was, 5,000.
Ray Robinson boxed in Glasgow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, what happened was at that stage of his career, he had so much debt, particularly to the Inland Revenue in America. He came to Europe, and he was in Europe for about 9 months. And he had, in 9 months, I'm trying to remember, but he was certainly had about 12 or 13 fights, right? Maybe more, because he was trying to get money to pay the taxman. He came, boxed in Paisley Ice Rink. I was working with McGowan at that time. McGowan was on that bill, and they said to me, I was down one weekend, they said, right, I'll see you next weekend, but don't come to the gym, come to St Cuthbert's Church Hall in Hamilton, where McGowan was from. And I said, why? And they said, no, never mind why, just come, So I went down there and went into the church hall. There was a full-size ring in the hall. There was punch bags, speedballs, everything had been rigged out. All right, and then it hit me. Well, I'll tell you when it hit me, when the door opened to the changing room, and I was put on they call them wraps nowadays, right? We call them bandages, right? I'm putting my wraps on, my bandages on, and I turned when the door opened, it was Sugar Ray Robinson. And he was coming to train. That was on the Sunday, and the fight was on the Thursday at Paisley Ice Rink.
Which church hall was this?
St Cuthbert's.
Is it still there to this day?
I've no idea. Actually, somebody told me recently it's not.
Okay.
When I was telling this story, they said, oh, that's gone now. And so we trained. And then there was only about maybe 4 of us, as well as Sugar Ray Robinson and his sparring partner, who were invited to train. So can you imagine that? I'm 18, the greatest fighter of all time, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many pundits.